Yo, James with the $1 billion idea. We're about to political hack the system. We're chatting about State of the Union. Anyway, how do I watch it? Guys, how do I watch it? How do I watch State of the Union, y'all? Hey, Jet, how do I watch the State of the Union thing? I haven't watched one of these in a minute. Huh? Wagwan, what we do? Okay, hold on. Watch State of the Union. And I'm telling you now, this is not to this don't characterize any political view or nothing. It's literally just watching it. Okay.
Made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
Ooh, here we go. We got good goop. Oh, jeez.
Recently in Pennsylvania, I met Megan Hemhauser, a devoted mom who's homeschools her children, beautiful, two children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime, operating very heavy equipment.
One sec, chat.
Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and her expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
Oh, wait.
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan. Thank you, Megan.
Is there something about like screen sharing it that's illegal?
Thank you, Megan. We're fighting for you, Megan. Huh? Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children.
All right, not doing that. We're gonna try this one. New York Times.
Thank you, Megan.
Bro,
we're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill. Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row. Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children. They're great people. Children.
Oh, they're all making you pay to watch for the subscription. Oh, that makes sense.
When I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school, and I made computers. American Dream. He sold a lot of computers. And I just kept selling and selling and selling, and pretty amazing story. That's called the American Dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that, but I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad.
I think this is the best one, Jack. Is this the best way to look at it? Guys, do we have to watch this?
Additional contributions.
James says we're going to get a lot of views on it.
These young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.gov. Trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. So proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs.
Okay, that's a lot better. Okay, we're going to do this one. We're doing this one, guys. All right. Listen up, State of the Union.
To make great
investment opportunities.
Took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country.
Switch working? Thank you, Chris.
Both economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for...
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys what he's going to say later. But I just want to say hi. We're going to quickly see what investment opportunities are coming out of the State of the Union. And then I'm going to talk about data centers. But hello, James. Hello, Richard. Hello, Chris. Hello, Greenback Jack. Hello, Sha Sha. What up, Top Dog Shred Lord? And Cool Webby, my man. All right. James said we got to listen to this. We're going to listen to this. But I think there are some themes that we can get from like where they're trying to spend politically. All right, y'all? So I ain't trying to watch this all night. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see where the goop is. All right? See where the goop is.
They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court.
And this is a non-political experience.
It came down.
Oh, it's double audio?
Very unfortunate ruling. But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful, country-saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace-protecting. Many of the wars I settled.
It's a safe space, y'all. You can put all your thoughts. But we are not bringing any weirdos politically.
Remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes.
This is a safe space for you to commentate.
They have been tested for a long time.
Your point of views, whatever.
They're a little more complex. But they're actually
no disrespect will be tolerated.
Leading to a solution.
I don't have to say that to you guys because you guys are already chill. But I have a feeling with this title,
Congressional action
we might be finding some weirdos.
It's already time tested and approved.
Let me get my ban button ready.
And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
James, you better be watching it on my channel and not on any other channel. Hi, Kendall.
Right?
Yeah, what up, James?
Factories, jobs, investment.
Great idea. Thanks for this idea, bro.
Trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America because we finally have a president who puts America first. I put America first. I love America.
I love American stocks. I love American stocks. S&P to the moon, baby. I don't care who's in office.
For decades before I came along, we had the exact opposite.
Where is Boogie? I don't know where Boogie's working, guys.
From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration. Everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond,
looked like he got a poop.
It reached a breaking point with the Green New Scam, open borders for everyone.
He looked constipated.
They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers, 11,888 murders.
Is that J.D. Vance?
You allowed that to happen.
That's how unpolitically involved I am. Is that J.D. Vance, guys?
The typical family, $34,000
He looked constipated.
A speck of time. Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters.
And who's on the right side? Who's this other
suddenly used the word affordability, a word. They just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
Hey, there you go. What up, Boogie? Boogie, Shasha was asking about you. You're independent? I think I'm also an independent, James. I think I am.
Their statements were a dirty, rotten lie.
Guys, I tried to vote in the last election.
Created the high prices Our
they rejected my
rapidly ending them. We are doing really well.
And I was out of the country at the time.
Prices are plummeting downward.
L. Kinney. Always go vote, guys.
The price of eggs is down 60%. Madam Secretary, thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it. It's like another big
prediction market.
Cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our time, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies.
You think he reads the chat?
Is meant for the insurance companies, not for
Does he have a chat? He reads.
With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%.
That's not fair, bro. I want to play.
Like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great health care plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost.
United Healthcare stock is about to literally poop the bed. Hey, where's our analyst at? Our analysts are in here? Where's our analyst at, chat? We should be writing this down.
In addition, my plan requires maximum price.
James, you ain't no analyst.
That's a big deal.
James, you a partner. You an MD.
Sounds so simple, so big.
Wait, Chris, I see you're in Twitch. Can you take a note and then paste in the Discord the key themes? So United Healthcare down, like their insurance play, whatever you're saying.
I'm bringing them way down on healthcare and
things like that.
I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before.
Because you know United Healthcare had that generic prescription business, or pharmaceutical business, or pharmacy business. So that's going to be chalk. Well, that's that Kennedy boy.
Tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done.
Giovanni, what up, Tim?
Just enacted most favored nation agreements. Americans who have for decades paid
I'm just finding investment opportunities.
The highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere, the lowest price.
These are gonna be great trades tomorrow, like great quick trades, because a lot of this stuff is not really gonna like be a long-term thing. It's gonna trade and then bounce back. Mr. White, what up, dog?
First year of the second term, should be my third term, but strange things happen. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world.
You can't send that back to me.
That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more. All available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way.
I literally texted him that.
And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big. Catherine
just
Rayner.
Paste it in my chat.
For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility.
Dude, Mr. White, you put a 12-hour shift?
Returned to IVF.
Go!
One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase.
Wait, James, crypto going
but
up?
A few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500. A reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we
he
are
has his
all
own private pharmaceutical generics business?
To be
is that legal?
A great mom.
I think they can use his name, but it might be a different operating business that's ran by something else. I think they're using his name and likeness. I think that's legal.
So now
Yo, W
I'm
Mr. Right there for pulling the
Congress
12-hour
to
shift.
Codify my most favorite
You're such a
nation
freaking
program into
top dog,
law.
Schmidt
Now,
Lord.
the one thing I'm not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could
Who's the guy on the
unfairly
right?
drive
He
up
looks so
their
happy.
electric utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know
Mike
what that
Johnson.
is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs.
Oh,
they
House
can build their
Speaker.
own power
He's
plants
Republican
as
or
part of
Democrat?
their factory, so that no one's prices will go up.
Republican,
and in
right?
many
'Cause
cases,
Republicans run the
prices
House
of
and the Senate.
electricity will go
Okay.
down for the community and very substantially down. This
Okay.
is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce
Probably.
their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns. You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Royce Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection. Paid all
You think
cash
Trump's gonna talk about my
and turned
channel?
those houses into rentals.
You think we're going to talk about
stealing
the silver tsunami
away her
boring
American
businesses?
dream.
Oh,
She was
come on, Trump.
devastated.
I'm right here, bro.
Stories
I'm in the
like
chat.
this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up into thousands single-family homes.
That's already priced in, guys. That's already priced in. That's not new. That's not net new.
And now I'm asking Congress to make that ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Raysel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon.
Do you guys own homes? I currently rent. I can't afford to buy a house.
We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare.
Yo, he don't like them at all. Who's he pointing at? Whoever he's talking about, he don't like them. Who was he pointing at? Those are the Democrat side? Are they split on sides? Like in the auditorium? I know nothing about politics, guys.
That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because
Bro,
the
Giovanni,
stock
I wish I'd
market has
lived with
done
my parents.
so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up.
Yeah, me too.
Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan
just
with
clip farming
matching
right now.
contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
Oh, they all stood up. They all like that. Who's that? Is that Elizabeth Warren? I'm gonna make
They
some of
stood
my old white
up
woman.
for that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up?
Oh
when
no,
she
that was Lance.
there?
That was Nancy. Wait,
Doubt it.
look up.
Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
No, that wasn't Nancy. I think that was Elizabeth Warren. Yeah, that's Elizabeth Warren. A.W. Elizabeth Warren. I like her. I like her. She cool.
I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you.
Nah, she cool. She cool. I rock with her.
But
she got us through the recession.
When it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the
Mr. White.
Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse.
Trump gangsta, low-key.
This is the kind of corruption that shreds
I respect how
the
gangsta
fabric
he
of
is.
a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President J.D. Vance.
Darkest sun ray, Kenny Finance President. Vote for me. Everybody gets an index fund. And all people are welcome in my streams. We're running the White House from my stream. What would I do if I were president?
We'll get it done. And if we're able to find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly.
Bro, he's not saying tampons, James.
That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where bribery, corruption, and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah. Delilah Colvin was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
W. Delilah. God bless her, y'all. And her family. God bless the healthcare people that work to help save her life, too.
Thank you, Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
How y'all feel about that? I don't know, man.
And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade. but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Lizbeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished
Snack time.
the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
I think my grandma used to be an illegal alien.
Jacqueline. Thank you. We can never
She's
forget
legal now.
that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they
And
would
my grandma
do it
pays her taxes. She good,
all
Trump.
over
She good,
again.
Trump.
If they ever had the chance, if they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals
She from the
anywhere in the
Philippines,
world.
y'all.
The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President
Oh, well, she
Donald
came
J.
illegally
Trump
then.
and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh wait, the whole other side didn't stand up. They must have like a chat going on
As
that's
we
being synced.
speak, Democrats in this chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security.
Shasha, you got your green card? Hey, W
All
Shasha.
cut off.
That's sick,
They
bro.
have instituted another
heard it's
Democrat
hard
shutdown, the
to get
first
that.
one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually. Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for
Oh my
helping
goodness. Really?
people clean up
serious?
their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. We'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support.
Oh wait, watch.
First duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Oh wait. Oh, they didn't stand up. Oh wow. This is like a reality TV show. I want to see somebody crash out. Remember the time somebody threw a shoe at Bush? Y'all remember that? That was epic. It was like, the way how he also dodged it. Wasn't that hilarious? I don't condone throwing shoes at presidents, but that was just like a crazy clip, like a bunch of years ago. Who, Trump's gonna get himself in trouble? I don't think Trump can really get in trouble. He's a tough guy. Chief Keef for president. Chief Keef for president.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't even know what's going on. Is he gonna talk about data centers? Software spend?
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
Oh, dang it, we missed it.
To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. The cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple.
SMP.
All voters must show voter ID.
I know, right?
All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote.
Wait, what should our poll be? We should do a poll.
And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel.
Let's start a poll. We're not doing a political one.
And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats. 89%. And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot. Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said
hey,
they
vote in the
want
poll, y'all. Vote in the poll based on everything we're hearing.
To shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job,
I've been to like
you need
25
to show
countries,
2 original forms of ID and a social security card.
I've been all over the place.
They want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good. Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated.
Smash that like button, too. I don't know why y'all not smash the like button.
Should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens. And the reason they don't want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John. And here is one more opportunity to show common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
Oh, she did that Gen Z thing. Clock it. She did that Gen Z thing, the clock it. I know that.
And thank you for your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about this? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately. Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy, I'm telling you. They're crazy.
Wait, what happened to the My Pillow guy? I saw an article about that. I didn't read it. What happened, James? What happened to him?
Amazing. Gentlemen. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? No one cares more about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady, now a movie star.
James, what was the My Pillow guy story about?
Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care.
You heard a lot about Michelle Obama.
And helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot.
That's his son.
Someday you're going to have to tell me how you did that. And students and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future. Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both, and Melania, thank you. I know how hard you worked on it. Thank you very much.
They all got great teeth. Y'all notice that? We all got great teeth. We might need to roll up some dental clinics.
I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion,
Shasha, I'm glad you're here,
Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal.
Wait, they talking about God. W Jesus. How you not gonna stand up for Jesus?
This is especially true among young people.
Why didn't I stand for Jesus?
And a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man.
Who is that? Is that her wife? Is that his wife? Wait, Corby, what'd you say?
Last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred, really.
That's his wife?
For his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
She tried to, oh. They had their own Super Bowl, didn't they? I remember that name, Turning Point. Hey, I don't care what y'all political views are. I don't think nobody should die. Y'all can beef, but don't die. Like, don't kill people. That's mean.
Thank you.
Jesus ain't kill nobody.
Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
Any violence, any violence. I don't think anything should come to ending someone's life. They stood up. They didn't. Two of them.
We love religion, and we love bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible.
It's a Jesus
really
comeback.
A beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zarutska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman, Irina, fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget there were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zarutska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina. How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there.
That's crazy.
Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities,
you got to take your political views out of the picture.
Memphis, Tennessee,
simply
big
like
success.
That kind of stuff is wrong.
New Orleans, Louisiana, big success. And our nation's capital itself,
Any violence
Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen?
I ain't been to D.C. in a minute, y'all. It's a pretty city.
In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded,
agree,
and
James.
murders in D.C. this
James for
January
president.
were down close to 100% from a year ago. They don't like to hear that. One of the sick people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol
I don't know about that,
near the
James.
White House when she was ambushed
I like Obama.
shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation, she was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital.
What did Obama do?
And we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Evalie. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like her.
No way. You're lying, James. Seriously? Oh, good point, Waybone. Good point.
So sorry. Thank you very much.
Vote in the poll. Smash that like button,
y'all.
y'all.
Reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it.
BMP.
The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it.
Are you from Bangladesh?
They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother.
That's why you buy index
funds
first.
Named Melody, who I spoke to the same night, and she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone, but his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay.
Are you serious?
A conversation that I had with her that night.
Shasha.
With her son laying helplessly in bed.
I've never been to Bangladesh or South Africa.
Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying. And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melanie? She turned out to be right. Amazing, actually. I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death, and we're talking about the edge of death, on his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
What?
So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
Oh, wow. Hey, God bless all our military, active and veterans. They do things that we couldn't even think about doing, y'all. So God bless all of them.
we love you all. Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India. Would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared. And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
You got big ears.
People don't like you. You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
I wonder if my grandma watching this.
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both
She's
living
so
and dead,
involved in politics.
has been returned home. Can you believe that?
You text her, tell her watch it from my stream. Talk on the chat.
Nobody thought it was
Hi, John
possible.
Remy.
Nobody thought that was possible.
Oh, y'all talking about the files?
Both living and dead, and those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. It was an amazing period of time, and they came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more,
100%.
hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them
Especially
back.
the market commentary, CapEx
But we
commentary.
only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28.
But not for a long
And
term.
believe it or not,
Like a little
Hamas
mini blimp.
worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found.
Not the politics stuff,
Tough
Dr.
job.
Sunray.
And
I don't even know it.
they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, "Sir, we have our boy back." What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job. And we're working very hard to end the 9th war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, The United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
They really got beef, like the two sides.
For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate.
Seriously?
They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb. And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like, 32,000 protesters. 32,000 protesters in their own country.
A.W. Richard.
They shot them and
train.
hung them.
You are not getting a high-speed train, Richard. Not in my country.
Hanging a lot of them with the threat of
I'm joking.
serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America.
We are having a real man crisis.
Hammer,
we got a lot of soft men in the world.
They were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular,
these Gen Z boys are soft.
Yet they continue.
Not all of them, some of them.
Starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again.
People
and
don't
at
want to work
this
hard
moment,
no more.
again, pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far,
James, you're funny.
to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Darkest Sunray, you jerk. Darkest Sunray said, my risk-averse investing style is soft. Bro, I'm going to make my billions very slow and very boring.
No nation should ever doubt America's resolve.
You can Comcast your way to a 10% return.
I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called Peace Through Strength, and it's been very, very effective. So thanks to Republicans in Congress, we're investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed at my very strong request to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 3. And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily with one meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up.
Wait, is
Now
this investment
5%
opportunity?
than
What are you
they
talking
paid.
about?
And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces is setting
Northrop Grumman,
records
Lockheed
for
Martin.
recruitment. This is so exciting. And every service member recently.
Dude, it's so expensive.
And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776.
Maybe Florida.
You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things, a lot of money we have. We have much more money than people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take
Houston?
long. But we got the
How you doing,
money,
Rose?
$1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, what's the number?
Look at the stats.
$1,775. I said, wait a minute. For one more dollar, we can have $1,776. It's going to... I said, we're going to figure that. I never asked anybody if we could afford it. One more dollar. I said
Chad is
1776.
95% Texan.
And I said, that's good. And I'll tell you what, our military, that was 4 months ago, our military, I never see a
I'm getting my
person in
life
the
together,
military that doesn't
Nimrods.
thank me
Getting
for
my
it.
life
So we're
together,
honored
bro.
to do it. They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen.
Hey, God bless our firemen and our first responders, everybody. That's a tough job. My neighbor's a fireman back home in Michigan. His name's James.
We're also restoring American security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, acting to
Shasha,
secure
they
our
are all
national
from Texas for
interests
some
and
reason.
defend
It's
our
so
country
odd.
from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, large swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. And with our new military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea.
There's some more
You
foreigners.
probably noticed that.
We got people in Europe and Asia.
We very seriously damaged their fishing industry also. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore.
Wait. Fishing.
We've also taken down one of
Someone
the
write
most
that down.
sinister cartel
What happened with
kingpins of
fishing?
all. You saw that yesterday. In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, very impressive, very impressive. They couldn't believe, they all watched, they saw what happened. This is a different fighting force than we had years ago when we fought to tie. You know, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby.
Yeah, the squad. That's the squad. Especially all Texans, Nimrods. I'm about to live to 120 because of Nimrod's advice. James, meet Nimrods. Nimrods is like our chat's doctor and nutritionist. He's a genius.
And America's armed forces overwhelmed all defenses and utterly defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice.
And you gotta admit, what they did in Venezuela, that was gangster.
And this was an absolutely colossal victory.
And I got friends that are Venezuelan, and they said that was gangster.
It also opens up a bright new beginning for the people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. With us tonight is Alejandro Gonzalez.
Nimrose. His name's Nimrose in the chat. Nimrocz, something like that.
Especially close to her beloved.
There you go, Waybone.
Uncle Enrique.
Nimrose, meet Waybone.
Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro. He was kidnapped by Maduro's
get your butts in the Discord. I gotta put my Discord link in there.
Really infamous prison in Caracas. Alejandro feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down.
What's this? Wait, Shasha, I have a connection with you too. You're so freaking cool, bro. I'm feeling like I'm meeting a celebrity. I'm definitely not a celebrity, man. I'm an everyday guy, bro. Everyday guy that likes making smart money moves, man. I'm a nerd out for business and finance, and I'm glad you're here, bro. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you, Enrique. Have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique. There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever in the eternal chronicles of military valor. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter. A big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine, many, many American warfighters. Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be a rough one.
Where are the investment opportunities?
The Chinook under the cover of night
ADHD's kicking in,
and
guys.
descended swiftly upon Maduro's heavily protected military fortress. This was a major military installation protected by thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out? Not too good. While preparing to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit very badly in the leg and hip, one bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg into numerous pieces. And yet, despite the fact that the use of his legs was vital to successful helicopter.
She got a weird name on YouTube for some reason.
Legs are the most important part of flying a helicopter. To deliver the many commandos who would capture and detain Maduro was the only thing Eric was thinking about. Then, even as he was gushing blood, which was flowing back down the aisle,
make an app.
The lands at a steep angle. The machine gun stood right in front of him.
25%
right in front of him, 2 machine gunners.
JK, I'll help you for free.
Escaped the wrath of the previous planes. Eric maneuvered his helicopter with all of those lives and souls to face the enemy and let
Richard.
His gunners eliminate the threat. Turn the helicopter around so the gunners could
busting your balls.
Take care of business, saving the lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission, we probably would have Discord. Cancel the mission if that didn't happen.
And smash
Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. the success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow
You playing Arc
warriors
Raiders, Dr.
hinge
Summer?
on Eric's ability to take searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and
Remy James has this whole list of crazy names.
People knew it was
CJ,
happening.
what up, my
Everybody
boy?
in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle.
How's
Chief
TPO doing?
Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife, Amy, Eric, and Amy. Come on in.
Hey, CJ. CJ, real quick. CJ, real quick. Ta-da! TBL to the moon, baby. Drill, baby, drill. Hey, I got you. Hey, Shasha, have a fantastic night, bro. Thank you for tuning in. And God bless you, man. Thanks for the commentary. Be happy, be positive, and take care of yourself, all right? What are they talking about? I missed something. What are they talking about? Oh, is he the person that was in Venezuela? That was that carried out the mission on the helicopter?
So we have a surprise for Eric and Amy. In recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
You know what's crazy, CJ? I own TMBX. That's like the heart transplantation business, right? I have the world's smallest position, though, in TMBX, CJ. I think I have like 700 outfits in that business. Jay Martinez, what up, Top Dog Shred Lord? Thank you for subbing to the channel, my guy. I appreciate you, Jay. And if everybody that's watching, if y'all not subbed to the channel, what the heck are y'all doing, all right? This ain't for smart money moves. You see how the chat going crazy. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all voting in the poll. We making smart money moves, chat. We trying to see where the money gonna be at, huh?
Well, thank you very much, Eric and Amy. Great to get to know you. I met with them and with a lot of their fellow warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg, we have it back, we brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted to change back too. And 10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House. And Eric will be there. Thank you, Eric. That's a big one. Tonight we've celebrated many truly extraordinary American patriots, but there is one last living legend to honor before we go.
Who's that?
He is one more heroic American aviator, Navy fighter pilot. Royce Williams served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions. In the skies over Korea in 1952, Royce was in the dogfight of a lifetime, legendary dogfight.
He definitely earned the Shred Lord title. He's definitely a Shred Lord.
The squadron was ambushed by 7 Soviet fighter planes. It was
like,
his first aerial
standing.
combat of the war, and despite being massively outnumbered and
gangster, y'all.
outgunned, Royce led the takedown of 4 enemy jets and almost destroyed the others, vanquishing his adversaries while taking 263 bullets to his own plane and being seriously hurt. His story was secret for over 50 years. He didn't even want to tell his wife, but the legend grew and grew. But tonight, at 100 years old, this brave Navy captain is finally getting the recognition he deserves. He was a legend long before this evening. Royce, please stand up, and I will ask the First Lady of the United States to present Captain Royce Williams with his Congressional Medal
Captain
of Honor.
Royce Williams. That's a real shred lord. Captain Royce Williams for protecting our country in multiple occasions, multiple wars, multiple conflicts. That man did more than anybody could ever imagine, probably. You gotta respect him. You gotta respect, and he lived to 100. He's living to 100 years old. God bless him. God bless his family, bro. Hey, you see that? He did the salute. That's a top dog shred lord right there. That's a S tier top dog shred lord right there. And he's looking healthy. He's looking good, y'all. That man was on a mission. He looked like he was a man on a mission, y'all. God bless him. God bless him. That's epic. That's epic. Put it on Discord. Put it on Discord. Do private DM. Don't put it on the YouTube chat, just to protect your guys' your privacy. Waybone, Nimrose. So, I think you can like DM people on Discord. And Waybone, don't be scammy, all right? Nimrose is we're protecting our star nutritionist and doctor. And I think he's got a form in the Discord for that stuff too. So fill out that form or something. Oh, they are. There you go, James. They're standing. Well, some of them are. Some of them aren't. Most of them are. All right, they got to be tired now. Like, them old man's tired. He don't want to be standing up that long. But it was crazy. He wanted to keep his story a secret for 50 years. Isn't that wild?
Thank you, Royce, and thank you, Eric. I've always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself, and I wouldn't know why I'd be taking it, but if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday. But you know, that's our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor, and that's a big thing, and it's an honor to be in the same room with you. Thank you both very much, Eric. Thank you. Thank you. 250 years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another sense, it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. Two of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years before that, on July 4th, 1826, the author of the Declaration of Independence, brilliant, Thomas Jefferson, drew his last breath.
Wait.
Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight.
You say
everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved,
Barron's a
has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief chapters, Americans
it's very old.
built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture.
Wait, he's cooking
and
low-key.
now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs.
No, it doesn't,
For
CJ.
years they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration,
I'm joking, CJ.
it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase, no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
If you've been watching the President's State of the Union address, you have just witnessed history, because for the first time since they've been keeping logs of this, President Trump's speech is the longest in history to a joint address to Congress. An hour and 47 minutes, almost an hour and 48 minutes. Again, the longest in history since we've been keeping track.
So, Chad, is the S&P going up or what, yo? S&P going up or what, Chad? What up, man? How we doing, Shred Lords?
About the actual diplomacy and or policies that were talked about in this speech. Some of the big moments, Team USA hockey coming in very early in this speech. The president asking everyone for a standing ovation, which they received to their gold medals, but also saluting with the Congressional Medal of Honor pilot Eric Slover, who was the chopper pilot in the Venezuela mission in that operation to take out Nicolas Maduro, who took 4 bullets and still was able to survive and appeared there in Congress. Also, a political prisoner in Venezuela at one point, Enrique, coming out and giving his daughter, who's an American, a hug, who had been waiting for her uncle, who had been in prison in Venezuela just because
she's probably so happy to get that picture with the president.
The president now taking some selfies here as he's walking out. In a short time, we will get the Democratic response from the Virginia governor as well. The president's
they got to give us. Okay. Wait, guys. So this is what political YouTubers do. They watch this stuff all day and commentate. That stuff's exhausting, bro. Anyway, chat, what the heck is good, dogs? What the heck is good, dogs? You know, you know who we need to be putting in office? You know, I didn't want to get political. Darn it, we're getting political, chat. We're getting political. You know who I should have voted for? I should have voted. Darn it, I didn't want to have to say it, chat, but I should have voted. I don't care if they cancel me. We should have voted for CJ. All right, we should have voted for CJ, chat. Darn it, I don't want to have to say it, but I'm going to say it. We should have voted for CJ. Because CJ literally cooked with this investment pitch to Jack Capital. The guy shows up last week to join our stream, Smart Money Moves, and he says 3 letters, T, P, and L. And we launched an emergency vote for Jack Capital. And literally CJ, off the rip, off the muscle, got a stock added to the Jack Capital portfolio, and we're up to the freaking moon. I didn't know about this. CJ. You got my vote, brother. CJ, you got my vote. Year to date, guys, year to date is literally like freaking 6 or 7 weeks. In 6 or 7 weeks, this is up 80%. In 1 year, oh, okay, that kind of sucks. But 5 years, 333%, but I'm not done, all right? I'm not done. CJ had an eye for the freaking money, chat. CJ had an eye for it, but this thing, look at this. What the heck, Shred Lords, was good? Okay, all right, so I had a whole agenda of what I wanted to talk about, but James was like, Kenny Finance, you gotta watch the State of the Union. I didn't know what's happening today. I'll keep it a buck, guys. I haven't watched one of those since Obama. All right, I haven't watched one of those since Obama, but it was a lot of cool stuff that they talked about. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, chat, how y'all doing? How the heck y'all doing, chat? What's the latest and greatest, y'all? Catch me up. Chat. Hey, dog, what up, Top Dog Shred Lord? Richard, what up, Top Dog Shred Lord? My boy CJ in the mix. We got James in the mix. Nimrose is here. We got Waybone. We got all the Shred Lords here. Darkest Sunray. What else? Shasha was here earlier. Hope Shasha has a great night. We got John Remy in the mix. We got Kendall in the mix. Hey, we got all kinds of freaking dogs in the mix, y'all. What's happening? This threw my whole agenda off. We might have to do it tomorrow then, chat. I had a whole agenda. What we gonna talk about? Yeah, CJ did his thing. I don't feel like I learned enough today, though. I don't think I'm allowed to end stream on this. I didn't learn enough today. We still going. I didn't learn enough today. We're still going. After we're still going, Chad. I didn't learn enough today. I'm about to cook up real quick. Let's get smart real quick. I don't really care about how you feel about it. Let's get smart real quick, chat. Let me put y'all on game. I'm going back to my topic on stand. Let me put y'all on game real quick, chat. TMDX got legs? What's TMD? Oh, no, that's the transport thing. Anybody own this? Transmatic Group? I have, I think, $700 in this stock. I saw a thesis like a year ago, and I put like $500 in, and this thing's ripped. It was a baby position for me, chat. It was a baby position. But they've been crushing it. What about the 5-year plan? Okay. Yeah, I got in around here. Let's be real about it. I don't really care about how you feel about it. Y'all know my favorite though? Y'all know my favorite? Hey, y'all know my favorite. But I don't recommend buying. It is way too expensive right now. It is very expensive right now. I'm a gatekeep. I need $1 billion. Yeah, chat. I don't care who in office. I don't care what they got going on. I'm here to make literally $1 billion. Chat, if you don't know, now you know. I am literally here to make $1 billion. Okay, that's literally all I care about. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Social stuff. Be a nice, kind human being. Respect everyone globally. All right. Protect your family and your communities. But everything outside of that, I am not putting my trust in any person in political offices to feed my family and protect my kids. I don't have kids, but if I did have kids, I ain't relying on the politicians to do that, all right? And for causes that I care about, I'm working so hard. I'm about to be making hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm gonna be giving it all away to causes that I care about, and I'm gonna put real change makers in positions to move the needle You know, I got mad respect for people like Warren Buffett. You know what I'm saying? That he stayed out the way. He stayed out the way when it came to political stuff. He stayed out the way, mostly. And then the causes that he cared about, that man dropped the bag on it. CJ, have kids ASAP? Oh, great. Let me just freaking ChatGPT make me a freaking bad Latina. All right? I can't. All right? It's not that easy, CJ. I can't say, Jarvis, spawn me a 5'10 Latina. I can't do that. I don't know about 5'10. 5'10 might be too tall. But you think I could just freaking spawn a freaking girlfriend? Sorry, that was a brain fart. I didn't mean to say 5'10. I didn't mean to say 5'10. And girls, if any girls are in the chat and they're 5'10, I got nothing against tall girls. I got nothing against 5'10 tall girls, okay? But I'm around that height. And for my preference is to have my lady be a little bit shorter than me, you know? Passport, bro, let's go. Hey, I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm a global citizen. I'm a global citizen, CJ. You know, I'm a global citizen, okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're from the Philippines, Vietnam, Copenhagen, Mexico, Ukraine, Canada. If you believe in God, if you're family oriented, if you support my goals and you're nice to my chat and you respect my mom and my grandma, we can date. That's all I got to say. I'm a global citizen. I'm a global citizen, y'all. Anyway, I'm here to talk about data centers. I was at the gym earlier, chat, and I was literally on the the leg press machine, and I was researching data center investments because I was like, why do I not know every single piece of the data center value chain and what the most attractive spot is to invest in? You know what I'm saying? Chat, there's no reason why we don't understand every single piece of the data center value chain, every single crux and everything in there. I'm sure A-Dub in the chat knows a lot about this stuff, but for me personally, I don't know the entire architecture of what a data center looks like. I'm trying to figure that out myself, chat. So this is a really exciting report from Foley that wrote about for this year, Data Center 2026 development trends, okay? Let's see what their key findings are. These all sound like and look like very intelligent, smart people. I feel like they know what they're talking about, okay? But here, let's talk about this. More than 60% of respondents anticipate a strategic correction in the data center market by 2030. Oh, that's not good. Oh, snap. Yet respondents remain confident in the ability to meet rising compute demand. Only 5% believe that the industry won't be able to do so by 2030. All right, next. Energy supply is the dominant challenge. All right. So I think the key obstacle today is trying to make sure that they have enough energy, water availability, and limited usage restrictions in order to tackle that, okay? And then there's also some supply chain issues, they say, and some construction costs are expensive, and permitting hurdles. So all that requires what? That requires engineering firms, surveying firms. It requires construction, all that kind of stuff. A-Dub, hush it, bro. You're literally a freaking genius. You're literally a genius, all right? That's why you're our chief investment officer. Okay, and then regulatory and permitting is the most common point of project breakdown. Regulatory and permitting. Is there a business model that fixes that, chat? Is there a business model? Maybe like the surveying side, but I wonder if there's a business model that can expedite and solve that bottleneck of the regulatory and permitting side. You know what I'm saying? Or there's probably consultants. There's energy consultants or data center development consultants that do that or handle that for them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's keep going. Advances in energy efficiency and cooling technology. All right. We're cooking here. Here we go. Advances in energy efficiency and cooling technology plus the expansion into new geographies will drive growth. Okay? Now, here's the playbook, potentially. The playbook, potentially, chat. The playbook, potentially, is what you can do is spend a lot of time focusing on, I think you spend a lot of time focusing on the energy efficiency tools and components. You can look at the different ways to cool data centers, whether it's liquid cooling, air cooling, or the HVAC names. And then new geographies, you can do the whole playbook that TPL did. You can buy land elsewhere that is ripe for data center build-outs. I think that's a pretty attractive play. Okay, here we go. Developers, providers, and operators face divergent hurdles now, but agree on the main challenges ahead. Okay, what are these main challenges? So the main challenges that they say, permitting issues for developers, supply chain issues for providers, and construction costs for operators. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Now, there was a page here, chat. There was a page in this particular report that had me relatively excited when it comes to where to invest. But, okay, hold on. Before we get there, let's talk about the ideal mix of energy sources to meet data center demand. Okay, so where is the energy going to come from to power data centers? As you can see, right now, the energy is likely to come from renewables. But also, chat, right now, renewables are getting absolutely wrecked because of the limited IRA credits and tax incentives for renewable energy, like wind, like solar. So if we are going to bank on data center build out, and the main source to power the data center build out is likely going to be renewables, according to 40% of the operators. But yet the entire sector of renewables, solar and wind, is low-key kind of in like a cold storm right now and hitting almost all-time lows for some solar stocks and wind stocks. Potentially that could open up an entry point, correct? It could open up an entry point, right, chat? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? In my opinion, that could introduce a pretty attractive opportunity. Buy into a quality asset that's distressed, even though in the next 10 to 15 years, it could be a better play. Is it a 3 to 5 year hold? Definitely not. I think in order for that to work out, it has to be like a long-term play. I think it's a long-term play. All right. The next is going to be natural gas. We already talked about natural gas in some of our other streams, but like that seems to be doing fairly well in this in the last 2 to 3 years. Nuclear. Okay. Oh, you know what's funny enough? In Chat Capital, I think, A-Dub, remind me though, I think we actually have a nuclear reactor manufacturer, right, in our portfolio. BWXT, right, chat? Let's go to BWXT. BWXT does, nuclear components, right? And if nuclear is going to be a key component to provide the energy for data center energy demands, I think BWX Technologies is ripe to crush it. And they also had earnings, and they did incredibly well with their earnings print this week. Hey, chat, Loki, we're cooking with our ideas. We own the land with TPL. We also own one of the energy sources component providers like BWX Technologies. And we also own, what is the one that DJ presented? Equinix, which is like the data center company of, they do nuclear ships? Oh, snap. Wait, did I get that wrong? Anyway, okay. Battery energy storage systems, other low carbon sources, and then coal. I think coal might be chalk, chat, for real. All right. Here's a picture of a data center, chat. We're like going on a field trip. We're going on a tour together. Chat. Going on a tour of a data center. All right. Now, the opportunities for data center build out between now and 2030. Here's the question that they asked. They asked, which of the following do you believe represent the greatest opportunities for data center development between now and 2030? And here are the opportunities. Advances in energy efficiency was 48%. And that can come from a bunch of ways. It could come from components, technology, consulting, etc. The next is going to be advances in cooling technology. That, I don't think we're spending enough time looking at this, chat. I don't think we're spending enough time looking at the data center cooling segment. I think there's a lot of conversation to be had about the data center cooling segment. Granted, I think it's pretty competitive. I think you're seeing a lot of cooling platforms diversify into data center cooling. But what I will say, chat, is I think this right here, the data center cooling segment, whether it's liquid cooling, air cooling, whatever, I think there's ways to play this. And you also know, with the memory playbook, of how a lot of the consumer-oriented memory providers, like SanDisk, like Micron, et cetera, had consumer gaming-focused memory products, and they kind of shifted their entire production capacity to commercial and utility and data center customers. And you've seen stocks like SanDisk go up 1,500%. Did you know there's also a cooling market? There's also a cooling market for the gaming and the PCs, and they also have the same manufacturing capacity and ability to pivot and shift their cooling tech from consumer all the way to data center and enterprise. So if y'all want to do some little bit of pattern recognition, boom. Hey, look, I'm just saying, I'm out here giving y'all some good goop. I'm giving y'all some good goop. Let me shut my mouth. Before I give away too much information. All right, anyway. So the next opportunity is to expand into new geographies. Okay, that makes sense. But where's the best geography, though? There's growth. Oh, if you want to see where people are expanding into new geographies, you should actually look up Equinix's earnings report. Like if you look up Equinix's earnings report, you can see where they have international data centers at. And I think they had South Korea, they had Brazil, they had India, they had all of the places. They're global, but you can like pinpoint the specific cities because they had a breakout on their table of all the specific cities. So you can pinpoint where that is, and you can try to find maybe some private businesses that are providing the services to those particular regions. Once again, I'm giving you guys good goop. Okay. Now, lock in. So, all this other stuff doesn't really matter. This grid modernization, that's a pretty important thesis. I told you, CJ, I told you. Looks like BWXT does it all. Dude, you think we're gonna buy stuff that we don't understand completely? Dude, we understand it now. All right. Ooh, labor and workforce upskilling. You can buy vocational training components or schools. Redevelopment, standardization and data center, facility design, co-located or on-site power generation. That was related to Borg Warner, I think, or who was that related to? That was related to somebody that was able to provide sort of like the power generation ability. Traditionally in the OEM market for cars, both ICE and then electric, and then they launched a product for data center power generation. And I think that was Borg Warner stock. You see how like all the stocks that we've been talking about over the last few weeks are all kind of pointed and providing the same thesis of like AI requires data center build outs, and it's like somehow, some way creating an attractive opportunity, right? All right, here's the key challenges that they face during data center site selection and acquisition. The power availability and grid capacity, meaning that the current electric grid kind of sucks. The land availability, permitting issues, environmental reviews, land costs, financing and availability of capital, community opposition, water availability and usage rights, and zoning issues. Okay, so grid capacity is the toughest thing. Next, long-term viability of data center projects. Which of the following solutions has your organization pursued in efforts to ensure the long-term energy needs of your projects? This seems like a very complex study. What is this? Negotiating PPAs, securing grid interconnects early in planning. Ooh. Interconnects. Let me shut my mouth. All right. Here we go. All right. So this is what I wanted to look at with you guys. Okay. This is the most important segment here. The data center components or systems that will be most difficult to deliver. Here was a survey question. They asked, which of the following data center components or systems are most difficult for your organization to source or deliver? AKA, which has the highest choke points? And as you can see, the 68% highest one is specialized computing hardware, GPUs, AI chips. We all know that. That's obvious. Everyone's facing that shortage. But cooling systems. Cooling systems is the next hardest pain point to solve in their build-out value chain. We need to figure out who's doing cooling systems. Anybody want to take anybody in the chat want to take on this objective and try to find us the best cooling system businesses to invest in? Next is transformers. That's part of like the transmission and distribution equipment for electric utilities, but also data centers need their own as well. And then generators. And then this is where we need to get a little bit more niche and understand where there are business models within here, like power distribution units. I have no clue what a power distribution unit is, so we need to figure that out. Then also there's the memory and storage systems. They're not going to be probably using the same small SanDisk and Micron type of energy. They're probably using different types of memory. They're probably using a different type of memory for like huge memory storage. So we got to figure out where there is memory providers for data centers. Yeah, we talked about Vertiv, and they've had a run, but I think there's other tech or components that Vertiv sources and uses that I think is a different choke point that we can look through. Like I think we got to go deeper, chat. I think we just got to go deeper and deeper and deeper on the cooling system's whole value chain. So we got to pull up Vertiv's annual report and presentation and see if they have a map of what they're using and their supply dynamics. All right. And look, chat, you guys signed up for this. This is Chat Capital. We're running this ship like an educational hedge fund. No one's sleeping till we get our thesis. All right. We got to beat the market. Next, switch gears. Did we talk about switch gears yesterday? I'm pretty sure there was like a switch gear conversation the other day, right? Vertiv is great. Yeah, someone needs to pitch Vertiv. Okay. And then switch gears. No, we didn't talk about switch gears. We talked about the circuit things. I forgot it was. All right. Now, technology is most impactful in delivering data center energy resilience. Now, this is going to be really interesting for VC and growth equity dollars. Okay. So here, 74% think the most impactful technology is going to be advanced energy storage systems, batteries, hybrid solutions, and microgrids. Okay. Next is next generation power sources, modular nuclear, hydrogen, and geothermal. Okay. Then advanced cooling technologies, liquid cooling, direct to chip, and immersion. Now, they gave us a little bit of goop here. They told us liquid cooling, direct to chip, and immersion. Those are 3 different segments that can likely have an entire list of companies, private and public, that we can look at. We just got to figure out which of these 3, between liquid cooling, direct to chip, and immersion, has the highest ROI for data center operators, and which ones have a pretty undervalued playbook, and which of these businesses are cash flowing and at attractive valuations. And then I think we've circled a pretty good one. Next. Am I going too fast? Is this too advanced? Well, this is good for you guys. Huh? And for the people that came from the political stuff, welcome to the real show. All right. We're smart money warriors here. All right. So the advanced energy management and optimization systems like grid integration, demand response, and predictive monitoring. That's a software play. There is a software play in this to do advanced grid monitoring. Okay. Now, advanced power equipment for transformers, switch gears, and generators. Those are big, bulky customers that have like high capex and high. They don't have strong free cash flow yields, but pretty good cockroach businesses, if you ask me. And then modernized grid interconnect and system integration solutions. Here we go. Grid interconnects. I think we spoke about this before, and I think we have some in my own personal portfolio. I don't know about Chat Capital portfolio, but data center interconnect tools, equipment, components, optics. It's real, and I think it's going to continue to persist. All right, so that is the key. But let's focus on maybe like one of these things. Let's focus on maybe, I want to give you guys like a tangible goop, like a tangible theme. Let's say cooling. All right, let's go with cooling. So let's try to find top data center cooling companies in the US. No. Let's go to Google Finance, actually. Copy the same prompt, all right? Let's go to Google Finance, all right? Let me get my analyst signed up here. My analyst here. All right. I'd like you to act as if you're a top value-oriented hedge fund analyst with training at a Tiger Cub. I like to start that prompt because I like my chat GPT or my chat to be locked in. All right. You're tasked with understanding the data center cooling market. I want you to screen and source how about you spell it right, Kenny Finance? And source the top data center cooling businesses in the US that have strong market share, competitive moats, generating positive and growing free cash flow. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he has. So we're taking our theme that we found from here, the mega theme of data centers, and the mega theme of data centers is like, we need more data centers. And then one of the themes within data centers is that they need a way to find advanced cooling technology. And then we found out there's liquid cooling, there's direct to chip, and there's immersion, okay? And now we're gonna use that to try to find some good opportunities here. Break down the list and others you find across liquid cooling, direct to chip, and immersion cooling technology. All right, let's lock in here. Let's see what we got. Let's try to find some good goop here. Let's find some good stuff here. All right. Okay. You think Modyne's going to pop up? I don't know. Oh, wait, it did. Oh, snap. You're right. And guess who owns Modyne Manufacturing? Chat Capital. Let's go. W's in the chat. We're so locked. All right, here we go. Direct-to-chip solutions. Okay. Direct-to-chip. Vertiv Holdings. They have a 23.5% total cooling market share. Its DLC portfolio is centered around high-capacity coolant distribution units and manifolds that manage the secondary loop for NVIDIA and AMD AI clusters. All right, here we go. There's a new one. Invent Electric is a pure-play leader in the physical infrastructure of DLC. They specialize in the manifolds and sidecar heat exchangers that allow air-cooled data centers to adopt liquid-cooled racks without a full facility overhaul. Oh, snap, we're cooking. Next, Modyne Manufacturing. They have an Airedale brand, and Modyne recently launched a 2 megawatt modular skid-based CD. Okay, that's English, please. Okay, now that is the direct-to-chip DLC solution. Okay, and it seems as if Vertiv is the top pure play, but if Vertiv runs out of stuff, you might be able to do an Invent Electric. And Invent Electric is really cool because I think they offer a component that allows for you to adopt this DLC technology without a full overhaul. All right. So that saves on CapEx and time for some of these legacy data center operators. I'm pretty sure Invent sells a lot to Equinix. All right. Now, immersion cooling. This technology submerges the entire server into a dielectric fluid. It is the most efficient method for 100 kilowatts per rack densities seen in 2026. Train Technologies. Okay. This is so good. Okay. Train Technologies announced the full acquisition of LiquidStack, which is a leader in two-phase immersion cooling. This moves position Train to offer a plant-to-chip integrated solution. Okay. And then a hybrid one is Schneider Electric. They're huge and diversified. They're not really that cool. Okay. Let's see if we're too late to this thesis. Oh, gosh. All right. Some of these over the last year have absolutely crushed it. Oh, my goodness. In the last year, Vertiv is up 180%. Invent's up 95%. Modyne is up 183%. And Train is up 33%. Why are we so late to this thesis, y'all? My bad. I'm so sorry we took too long. My bad. We should have been here before. Chat. Come on, man. Oh, my goodness. What about the last month? In the last month, Modyne's up 60%. Vertiv's up 40%. Oh, lucky we got Modyne. Modyne's cooking low key. Okay, now this is where the average people stop. This is where I just get started. I'm just getting started here, chat. Now, what are some of the essential components of the data center cooling technology? I suspect there will be a clear choke point of essential suppliers to Vertiv, Invent, Schneider Electric, etc. What are the operating businesses, not commodities, that we can explore that have a clear thesis of solving a choke point, i.e., think within the AI semi-space? They all need to use ASML, EUV lithography systems. I can't spell today, chat. So a similar thought exercise, but for data center cooling. Let's see. CJ says copper. I want to find some different businesses though. Copper makes sense. but I want to find some different businesses. Let's see what we got here. Y'all already know about this. Let me cook up for y'all. Here we go. Precision coupling and fluid connectors. Okay, so in a liquid-cooled AI rack, a single leak can destroy millions of dollars in GPUs. This makes universal quick disconnect couplings the ultimate choke point. Okay, they must be dry break, aka spill free, and withstand years of high pressure. Who does that? Parker Hannifin. I never heard of this, but Parker Hannifin. They're the dominant leader in motion and control, and in early 2026, they launched OCP-compliant UQD couplings specifically for NVIDIA-certified reference designs. And their deep patented portfolio in leak-free materials makes them an essential partner for every major cooling integration. Nice. That's good. Okay, what about other ones? Advanced thermal materials and micro heat exchangers. As these chips get super hot, traditional copper heat sinks are replaced by microchannel cold plates and high-performance plate heat exchangers. So Johnson Control, JCI, just acquired Alloy Enterprises, which is a specialist in 3D printed next-gen thermal platforms that improve heat removal efficiency by 35%. Okay. All right. But Johnson Control is still super huge in like the broader HVAC space. I don't like that one that much. Okay, here we go. Alpha Laval, STO Alpha. Anybody know about this one? They're the ASML of heat exchangers. They provide the ultimate efficient brazed plate heat exchangers found inside almost every high-capacity coolant distribution unit. And then you need pumps. Okay. So for these pumps, the liquid cooling requires continuous, precisely modulated flow. Failure of a pump in an AI cluster leads to immediate thermal throttling or shutdown. Okay. These companies control the lion's share of the smart pump market. All right. You need some smart pumps. And then you need diselectric fluids, ExxonMobil. All right. Let's see what's been going on here. So Parker Hannifin has had a run up over the last year of 50%. JCI up 100 or 72%. And then, of course, Vertiv 178. The market might not be hip to this part of the thesis, chat. The market just might not be hip to this part of the thesis. I don't know. Okay. And which of these businesses have the P&L and balance sheet that's Buffett approved? You know, now it has a universe of names. Now let's tell it to freaking dive into to see, like, even before all these megatrends, which of these has something that is just a pure play great business with a strong return on invested capital. Yes! And as you can see, Parker Hannifin is crushing it with 31% return on invested capital. We freaking love that. Limited debt, okay? High free cash flow yield. This is great. This is really great, chat. This is really great. And it operates as a toll booth supplier of critical components, aka quick disconnects. And Buffett typically flavors these picks and shovels businesses that have high switching costs and pricing power. Train Technologies is a really good one. Vertiv Holdings is good, but it's already priced in. All right. Now, this is how you leverage AI to build an investment thesis, chat. So if you are trying to tell me that you can't understand finance themes, investment opportunities, you're not doing your prompting good enough, okay? That is literally just one segment, data centers. We can do the exact same thought exercise for freaking heart transplants, for medical devices, for consumer goods. We can do that for everything, okay? AI is changing the game of how you can become a great sound investor. Now, the next step, Parker Hannifin. I'm going to do a little bit of research and pull up a Parker Hannifin investor presentation. All right? We don't stop there, chat. We do not stop there. We literally keep cooking. All right? Now, I'm going to watch the presentation. I want to see what the presentation is. All right? The Barclays Industrial Select presentation. And look, I just want to learn about the business. And here we go. Engineering customer success in motion and control industry for over 100 years. All right? Yeah, we can do it also in biotech, CJ. Look, we can cook up. We can cook up, chat. All right? This ain't for the faint of heart. All right. Boom, boom, boom. They do interconnected technologies, all this stuff. This presentation will give you everything you need to understand what's going on with this business. This is sick. This is so nice. Now we just got to like do the homework to see if it's actually a good business. This is literally the starting point of a good thesis. All right. This is the starting point of a good thesis. So AI thinks it's a good business, and I'm just getting started. And I'm gonna come up with my point of view. So chat, that's how you cook up. I'm not saying you should buy any of these. I'm just giving you all a really clear example of how you can really go deep into this stuff, chat. This is literally how you can go deep into this stuff. All right, we're cooking up. So there you go. Moral of the story is data centers are here to stay. We're going to need a lot more of those. They're running into a lot of regulatory and permitting issues. One of the key things they need to solve for is advanced cooling technologies. And within advanced cooling technologies, there's a handful of players providing the services and equipment for that. And one of the core components that is part of the data center cooling advanced technology is something that Parker Hannifin makes, which is, what do they call it? Quick disconnect. They called it the quick disconnect market, right? So there you have it. That's a thesis. And if that does not deserve a like and subscribe, I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. Go watch Roblox. All right, chat, we're cooking here. All right, go watch your Roblox if that don't deserve a freaking like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But within biotech, we should low-key do one. But you guys got to give me like a prompt. I don't know biotech, so I don't know where to start. But we got to find out like what the mega theme is within biotech. I don't even know the mega themes. Like, if you guys haven't noticed, Kenny Finance sticks to his circle of competence. I stick to the things that I know. You know what I mean? I don't really diverge that much from the things that I don't know, chat. You know what I'm saying? I stick to what I know. I stick to what I know. And one of the things that I do know, chat, is today was freaking fun. We learned a lot. There were a lot of freaking politics. But hey, whatever side you're on, it costs absolutely nothing to be a nice human being. You know what I'm saying? So we cooking, chat. We cooking. It was fun to watch that. And thanks, James, for the prompt. I appreciate that. I was not going to watch it if you didn't tell me. You know what I mean? I didn't even have it in my agenda. I didn't know what was happening. That's how uninvolved politically I am. But don't be like me, chat. Be involved respectfully in your local politics. If you want to actually make change, be heavily involved in your local elections for your boards of education, for your mayors, for your local health folks, for your chairmans of the universities that are doing the research for the next gen technologies that is impacting real world stuff. There's ways to get involved more than just the presidential stuff. So I encourage everyone to be knowledgeable, involved, and promote peace and promote love and promote respect, regardless of your background, your color, your sexual orientation, your gender. Peace prevails, love prevails, and God bless everyone globally. All right? That's my thesis. If you guys want a political hot take, you know? But as you can tell, politics is not my strong suit. Smart money moves are. You know, so we had to dive a little bit into just a simple thesis to lock in and learn. And the data center segment was something that I was just itching to learn more about. And now we got a thesis, and now we got a play chat. So I'm going to look into this quick disconnects. I'm literally going to go through some rabbit holes tonight. I'm going to go through some rabbit holes, finding these businesses and companies, and come up with a thesis. And if anyone has ideas, toss that in the Discord, y'all. Toss it in Discord. But I think there's going to be a lot of good names. CJ has some good names for the biotech space. Put those in the Discord. Have us look at some of those. And for this Friday, we got pitches. This Friday, we're going to have some pitches. And we're doing the new format with the March Madness style. All right, chat? So let's keep cooking up. And like I said, man, this is a safe space for everybody to be them whole selves, present any views. It don't matter. As long as you're a nice person with a good thought that we can all learn from, put it in the chat and keep on staying engaged. So I appreciate everybody for showing up. Have a happy Wednesday wherever you're at. I know it's Wednesday for some people already, but as always, take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Take care of your family, take care of your people, take care of your community, and take care of each other, Shredlords. So we got a dope community in the Discord, young people, older people, but everyone is there willing to learn and willing to share. So take care of each other, right? And me, I'm about to just keep on vibing. I'm gonna be here literally back here tomorrow, finding some more themes and more investment opportunities. So with that, take care of yourself, take care of each other, chat, and I will catch literally every single one of you Shredlords tomorrow. All right. God bless y'all. Peace. Oh, I forgot to say it. Dale, 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 ahora. See y'all in chat. Peace.